Greetings, fellow students. I'm Christelle, and I'm here speaking about Learning Unit 5, Who Does Music Piracy Hurt or Help? In this case, I'll be taking the point of view of the consumer. It's pretty obvious. We all want what we paid for. We pay for the artists that we like. We want to purchase their music. We want to support them in their career and tell our friends and family and so forth, you got to listen to this artist. They're really great. You're really going to enjoy this, or, oh, hell no, this is not worth the money. This is absolute trash. This is not even worth spending your dollar on. It's a double-edged sword. You can buy an album. Of course, now it's either buying it as a CD from a physical location like Best Buy or downloading it from a place like Amazon Music or iTunes, where you can buy one track or a couple tracks or an entire album. But if you buy the entire album, some tracks are great, some suck. Years gone by, you only really had the option of buying it as a physical CD, and then you were basically stuck with either you really like the whole album, or some are great, some sucked, or this was not worth the money, and then you're debating whether or not you want to return it. And of course, nowadays, there are databases where they keep track of habitual returners of media. This also extends to clothing, so forth and so on. You want to make sure that the artist is compensated, because they should get compensated. They're putting out a product for public dissemination and consumption, and they should be compensated rightly for it. But of course, they're the last part of the food chain to get paid. The management team gets paid. The record label gets paid. The studio and the engineers, they get paid. And the background singers and the musicians, they also get paid. And if you're using media that was authored by someone else, they get paid as well. So it's almost as if everyone else gets paid and the artist gets paid last. And one of the most recent and prime examples of this would be the group TLC, as evidenced in the Behind the Music episode of the VH1 series. The late Left Eye spoke in detail about how you can sell millions of records and still be broke. Because, as I just previously mentioned, everyone else got paid first and the artist got paid last. TLC ended up having to file for bankruptcy because they were making millions and millions and millions of money in sales, getting Grammys, but everyone else got paid first and they got paid last, and they didn't have anything to show for it. And this is not something that's just isolated to them. There are artists who have endured this as well. Janet Jackson was another one, where she had to fight control with her management. I believe she was managed by her family first, and then she had to break control and then find her own way to navigate through the music industry, nepotism aside, to try to create an identity of her own and make sure she was properly compensated for it. You have people now who are downloading online, illegally, of course. You want to sample the music before you buy it, but of course there are legal ways to do this. Amazon Music is one. And of course there are other sites that will allow you to preview the album before you buy it. But of course people are still going to do it anyway, because now music is more expensive. Years gone by, albums were roughly between 8 to 13 tracks, roughly with an average of 12. Now it's bare minimum maybe 13, 14 tracks, because people are demanding more music on albums. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The minimum used to be an average of about 10. Now, minimum 12. More tracks, more expensive. If it's a high demand artist, they're going to charge more money. If it's an emerging artist, maybe not so much. But the consumer wants what they paid for. So, again, it's a delicate checks and balance system. I'm hoping that as the consumer, we be able to have more open access to music that we want to listen to. I have cassettes and records in my closet that I have to find a way to convert into an MP3 or MP4 format, because they're not available as digital downloads. So now I'm on the search to make sure that I find a record where I can convert the tracks into MP3 and a cassette that can convert the tracks into MP3. Those technologies do exist, and I know they exist because I've searched for them. So I'm going to purchase them very soon and see if I can convert the tracks so that I can enjoy them. But that aside, The consumers are the ones that really are they're the ones that are driving force of what's out there. We are the ones that are enjoying the product, and it's up to us to have a say and be proactive in letting the industry know, hello, you need us to help get you paid, get the artist paid, and that we count.